Hi, my name is Jim Stern. In 2017, I wrote Artificial Intelligence in Marketing Practical Applications. It's about machine learning, what we now refer to as traditional AI. That book is a great primer for understanding AI, but it definitely needs an update. The update is about generative AI. Now, if yours is like most companies, you want to integrate generative AI into processes and products and services, but you're still struggling to figure out how to use it and where to use it and when to use it and what policies and guidelines to create around it, how to train everybody, how to get benefit out of it. That's what this integrating generative AI presentation is all about. This is not about building your own large language model. This is not about data science. It's not about prompt engineering. It is not about the existential threat to the human race. This is about an organization taking clearly identified steps to get the most benefit out of generative AI as possible. If you're on the data science side of things, you've got your work cut out for you because the technology is new, it's different, it's untested, it raises serious issues about privacy, security, and the higher need for data governance and better data quality, then I wish you the best. This is not for data scientists. This is a presentation for business people. I want to help you implement generative AI into your organization with a controlled, managed method. What I'm offering is a process that will help you be confident that you're approaching this in the right way. This is the outline. Here are the 7 steps that I will outline right now, and I'll cover each one in detail in the future. Number 1, situational awareness. Where are we now? This is surveying your organization to find out what's happening at the moment. Your people are using generative AI probably in stealth mode because they've been told not to. And they're learning valuable lessons that should be captured and shared. And they're also learning bad habits that should be identified and rectified. Number 2, executive alignment. What do your senior executives know? What do they believe? What worries them? What do they hope for? What is their vision? Getting them to agree on a shared vision is central to everybody's success. This is really a corporate culture question. Some companies are focused on security and safety and are happy to be late to the table because they don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to make any mistakes. Other companies want to fail fast and learn quick. Everybody else is somewhere in the middle. We want to move forward. We don't want to be left behind, but we also don't want to be reckless. So number 1, where are we now? Number 2, executive alignment. Number 3 is to assemble an AI council or an AI working group. These are the people who are interested in AI. They've already stepped up and raised their hands and said, look what I can do, or what am I allowed to, I need this now. So bring these bright sparks together because they'll be excited. They're the ones that will want to keep their fingers on the pulse of what's new and what's going on and how people are using it. So this working group is going to be made up of executives and management and frontline people who are actively using the tools. Your frontline people who are actively using the tools actually know more than senior executives because they're actually using it. They know more about practical applications than the IT department because IT is focused on how to make it work and keep it safe, while frontline staff are figuring out how does it help them do the work. So, AI Council. Step 4, policies and guidelines. The AI Council is going to work with management and legal and IT to figure out where the guardrails should be. It's like driving. We need traffic cops and seatbelts and airbags, and the generative AI industry is working feverishly on that side of things. But we also need rules of the road and speed limits, and those will differ from company to company. Again, it's corporate culture. Once these policies and guidelines are in place, then we can start training people. That's step 5. There needs to be a plan to train everybody in the company. Imagine if desktop computers arrived on everybody's desk all at once. That's crazy. It's like, what if everybody had a smartphone all at once on the same day? That's what's happening with this. ChatGPT gave everybody access to large language models all at once. And everybody's using them in stealth mode. This is where training is crucial because we want people to get the most value from these tools without using them inappropriately. And that means training in keeping with policies and guidelines that align with companies' values and ethics and objectives, and It needs to be an organic training program that can keep up with the advances in technology. All of these steps are critically important because they set the stage for integrating generative AI into processes, products, and services. That is step 6, and it is the big one. This is the heavy lift. Adopting generative AI capabilities depends on people understanding what it is, what it can do, and how not to use it. This is an existential necessity. This is bigger than the need to build a website in the 1990s. This is where the most value will be derived. Cranking out all kinds of copy and images and summarizing long documents and meetings and outlining execution plans, massive value to be had there, certainly. But the magic happens when people start learning how to use generative AI creatively for strategy, research and development, innovation, critical thinking. But then there's step 7. Step 7 is measuring the business value of using these tools. We want to know what types of projects are going to be the most successful, what methods have created the best output, and then socializing internal and external best practices and newfound cases back into the company. So, 7 steps: company survey, executive alignment, AI council, policies and guidelines, training, integration, the big lift, and then finally, measurement. How does an organization make this happen? I will go through each of these 7 steps in future posts to give you a methodology, a way forward, so you can build a roadmap for yourself. And of course, I would be delighted to help you personally by providing workshops and moderating working groups and sharing information I've gleaned from other companies that are going through the same process. For those who are looking to get started right away, get in touch with me here on LinkedIn or via email, and we can talk about getting you to the next level of generative AI adoption.